Welcome to the live, everybody. Hi to anyone who's watching the replay. Stick around. We're going to be talking about spreading the good vibes, and usually share a story with us in the beginning, and then we're just going to chill and chat, right? And while we make, and you'll see us making a kava shot, a pineapple kava shot. So hope that you join us, whether it's live or on the replay.
There it goes. So I'm going to share a story of good vibes.
Okay.
And I'll start with a question. What is the topic that many of us cannot seem to get enough of? What is a topic that when it is brought up, we're like engaged? Do you know what it is, Quinn?
Love.
No.
Oh, relationships?
No.
Good vibes?
No.
Drama?
No.
Politics?
No. It's real simple. And it's a selfish one. It's you. You're the topic.
Oh.
You're the one that when someone talks to you and they ask questions, simple things about what's going on in your life, or what is interesting to you, or what lights you up, or what's a highlight, or what are you working on?
God,
there are sensors, or there are fireworks that go off in a person's head, like, what? You want to know about me? Me?
Am I special?
So that's what the pineapple, it's one of the few things that I specialize in. I specialize in making people, or having people feel special. Having people feel listened to. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. You don't even realize it when it's happening. It just so happens that when I'm in a conversation or I'm engaged with a person, when it's done, the other person normally is left to thinking, oh, what just happened? Or, that was really cool.
Take it back a little bit, right?
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Because people, unfortunately, don't get enough recognition. They don't get enough appreciation. Mm-hmm. So when an individual shows any sort of interest in a sincere way, when they're sincere and genuine, it just lights a person up. And so I'll share a story today where I was engaging with an individual. I won't say man or woman, but one of the things that they specialize in is coffee, right? Their career is in coffee, and they have a lot of knowledge. And one thing that I love to do is when I do not know something, or I lack information in a certain area, I love to ask questions. I really would like to know. I literally look at everyone as, how would I say it? Information. And I'm like Google or Yahoo or Bing, and I just collect. That's what I love to do. I love to take people's information, and I like to catalog it somewhere in this head. And so I was asking the individual, how do you make cold brew? Right? Because we have kava, and there's a traditional way to make kava, and then there's the pineapple way that we are going to make it today. And then there's another way that I've thought of, because I believe that kava, or kava for people who don't have the enunciation, could be and is very similar to coffee in the way that you can prepare it, the way that you can use different techniques to extract. In coffee, it's caffeine. Mm-hmm. In kava, it's kava-lactones. Kava-Lato or something.
The full name.
Yes.
The full name of kava.
Kava-lactones. And that's what's like caffeine, but in the kava. So I mentioned to him that I don't like to watch YouTube videos. I don't watch anything really except for movies and chick flicks. And that instead of watching someone else talk about it on a video, I like to go to people who actually are in the field so I can have an interaction. Where most of us, and I get it, most of us, we don't like people. We don't like people. And partly, I believe, it's because people hurt us. People disrespect us. People are not mindful that we are human, right? When you're in a job, people perhaps treat us as subordinates, as things, as property, and not a person. And I get it. And it's hell shitty because that's what happens. And so people do not want to deal with people because of experiences like that in a career or a job that they have, or when they're working with other people. So I get it. People don't want to engage and people don't want to know. But this guy, I kind of free flow, right? I flow.
Yes,
and avoid all the drama. So that's why I love to connect. And I mentioned I'd rather ask you about how they prepare their cold brew. Because their cold brew, you ever see the emoji where the person's like drooling?
Yes.
That's how good that cold brew tastes. It doesn't even taste like coffee.
Wow.
That's
I never tried it now.
Man, it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing.
Your favorite
you have a cold
place
brew.
is definitely that place.
You have a cold brew at like Starbucks, and I didn't realize this until I tasted their cold brew. That the cold brew at Starbucks, and this is just me personally, it tastes like it's old coffee. Before I drank Naked Coffee here in Sacramento, California, their cold brew, I was like, this is amazing. Because their cold brew, if I leave it out for like a few hours and then drink it, it tastes exactly like Starbucks. And that's how I realized,
interesting.
That's old coffee. Right? And if you didn't have Naked Coffee, like I did, I wouldn't know. Right. I wouldn't know. So he was sharing the way that they prepare their cold brew. They have it in coarse grinds.
Yep.
Right?
What's up?
Woo-woo. Put it in hearts.
Welcome back.
Good vibes to you. Good vibes to you. And so there's a difference between coarse grinds and fine grinds when it comes to coffee. When they pull in espresso, they want the fine grind. Yeah. Right? Where it's really small.
Yeah.
When they make their cold brew, they want it really chunky. Coarse and chunky. See, and the reason being is when they soak it in the water, it releases evenly for 24 hours. Right? That's what he mentioned to me. Because if it's in the fine grind, it'll release it too fast within a few hours. And then as it sits in there, it'll get more bitter.
Okay.
See? I was like, dang, okay. Who am I to argue with a master roaster?
Yeah.
You know? And for a company that is crushing it in the coffee game here in Sacramento, California. Right? They're boutique coffee. Boutique, small business coffee, which is amazing. Yeah. Amazing. And so while I'm when I'm engaging, I'm listening, I could just feel and see how he's lighting up and how he is really knowledgeable in what he was sharing. And I'm just soaking it in. And at the end, I'm like, man, I always appreciate the free vibes and the free information, because not many people want to share the information.
Yes.
Right? Because people believe, I'm just
run away with it.
Suggesting that there are some of those out there that do not want to give us information because they feel like it'll be used against them or it'll be used to get better than them. So obviously, I'm not a threat. Right? Obviously, I'm not a threat because he's just like sharing all the information, which
so awesome.
Hella appreciative.
Yeah.
Hella appreciative. And then I say, man, appreciate the good vibe. I give him the fist bump. He goes, See you later, Happy. And I was like, man, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you, Mandiana. Always appreciate the good vibes. So
Love it.
that is an example of how a person can share and spread the good vibes. You know, it takes a little bit of us. It takes a little bit of feeling good about oneself. You know, and I process and I ponder this every single day about how can I feel fucking great consistently, so when I'm around others, I could just be present.
Yes.
I could just have them feel heard.
Yeah, and take an interest.
Exactly.
You know? Mm-hmm.
And not think to myself when someone is speaking to me, oh, that's wrong.
Mm.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. Or, oh, that's stupid. Or, oh, why am I even listening to this person? Or just judge them and give them the and then judge them after and talk shit about people. That's not the pineapple. You know, and I believe and I've heard that that's how it is, unfortunately. That people stab people in the back. Damn. How's that cool? How's that cool?
Definitely not good vibes.
Exactly. So that's the good vibe story of the day. And the point to get across is taking an interest. But before that, feeling good about you.
Yes.
So you can have the space to actually listen to another person. And what better person to do that than perhaps your significant other? Or perhaps one of your kids? Or perhaps a good friend? Right? And at the same time, being aware that when you're sharing bad vibes, when you may be complaining, because what would you say is your definition of complaining, Quinn?
Expressing a pain, but not willing to do anything about it.
Gotcha. That's a good one.
Or it could be projecting. It could come off as projecting, but you know, when you're complaining, obviously you're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
You're in pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You know, and there's nothing afterwards. There's nothing, no processing involved.
Gotcha.
It's just like, I'm in pain and I'm sharing with you why I'm in pain or why I'm angry. And that's it. And I say projecting because, you know, a lot of times people don't realize that they're complaining. But then it's like it brings out, you know, not good energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it can cause someone that's hearing it heaviness because they're taking that on.
Yeah.
So it's project. So
they can only take so much.
They can only take so much.
And then they check out. Yeah. Have you ever listened to someone and then you hear and then it's like 2-3 minutes and you're just like, okay, I gotta do this. Oh
yeah, or like I gotta go.
Exactly. Like you check out.
Like I'm not here for
you
this.
Check out because the other person was not mindful that you only have this much space to take in.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah. And unfortunately, when we get to that point, I mean, we're not aware. We just need to. We're so stressed out that we need to tell somebody, regardless what kind of space they're in.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no space to consider the other person. Whatever.
So what about you, Lolo? What do you believe complaining is? And then I'll give you the short pineapple answer of what complaining is. Complaining is
I already know. 2
things, right? When someone is sharing a story with you, when someone is sharing and venting, that's great. That's okay. Because that's what a friend does. That's what family does. They're here to listen to you. They're there to make you feel heard and listened to.
Yes.
That's okay. Because you know what that's called? Expressing.
Yes.
When you express and you vent and you share your day and what's going on.
I know what you're going to say.
That's great.
Came up for me.
That is great. And when you have someone that you can do that with, please make sure that you hold on to them very tight. But at the same time, give them a little space. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to stomp and do the mariachi all over that friendship or relationship, because here goes the complaining part. You talk about it again. You talk about it again the next day or the next time that you see them. That is complaining. See? When you say something and share something, an issue, it's great.
Yes.
You're releasing it.
Yes.
But if you do nothing, if you process and you don't make any adjustments, if you literally, and we all experience this, say the same exact shit the very next time that you see somebody, that's complaining. That is complaining. And not many people are going to stick around. I'm just throwing it out there, just saying. Not many people are going to stick around. Because who wants to hear the same old shit every single time? Because guess what? You have a life and you have things going on yourself. And I know it's not perfect, but damn. Can it not just be about them? Can they talk about some sort of idea that they got going on? Can they share a growth or a win in their day? No. What up, Alvita?
Hi, Alvita.
Good to see you.
Great to see you earlier.
Yo!
Thanks for spreading good vibes always. Hype emoji.
And so now that we got that out of the way, now it's some kava.
Yes.
Now it's some kava. So how are we going to do it? We need our scale, right?
Yes, because we gonna put 5 grams.
5 grams.
Bag.
5 grams of these good vibes onto the scale.
Yes, and when you get your sample pack, it's already prepared for you, so you're not doing this part.
Exactly.
You know, there was something that I thought you were going to mention about complaining.
What was it?
That they lack being grateful.
Oh, no. See,
no,
it could. It's definitely part.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
It's part of it.
So
take your little tea bag. Oh, you want some coffee? Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
Yes, right in there. Boom, boom.
It's okay. You can say, well, my username is Quinn for the win. You can just put Q, actually, if you want.
There goes your reusable bag. And one more.
Yeah, so you get a reusable bag in your sample pack.
So, in your own words, Quinn, what is Kava to you?
It's the root of happiness. Just kidding.
Hey, it's true.
That is an actual name of a kava bar near here.
Yes. Called the root of happiness.
It is an aid for your focus and to ease your stress.
I like that.
It is an aid.
You want to hear the pineapple animated answer?
Go ahead.
You know when you feel hella shitty and you're feeling hella stressed and you need something to help you relax that's not a cigarette, that's not weed, that's not alcohol? This is your jam. This is your jam. It's going to make you feel hella relaxed, or it's going to give you a little buzz. It's going to make you have a little bit of energy.
Depending on how many you drink. But already drinking one shot, usually, I mean, you feel immediately.
Exactly.
My effect is very mellow. Yours is like, and use the second one. The first or second one, I may or may not feel the body high. Can you drop your name so I can sign up for the challenge? So, all right.
Clay Thompson. Oh, shit. I just came back from my knee injury. That's why I missed.
There you go, Alvita. Oh, whoops. I just sent it to all the platforms. I should have just responded just to Twitch. Oh, well. But yes, it's Quinn for the win. You can whisper me on there. And if you're having troubles, yes, you can send your email to the pineapple. Yes.
Shot of hot water.
All right.
Shot of hot water. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
And then a 5-minute timer.
All right. Yes. We're going to stomp it around or mush it around, I should say.
Yep.
I kind of do it a different way, but we're all basically smushing it.
Yeah. As long as you get the good milky color.
Yeah. We're extracting the kava out.
Here we go.
Be a kava shot.
Yes.
All right. Is this the segue to go into the topic?
Yes.
Is there anything?
The topic is spreading the good vibes.
Yes.
So what's good vibes to you, Quinn? What is good vibes to you? How do you, and after that, the follow-up question would be, how do you spread your good vibes? Or what would you say is a good technique?
Yes. It's very similar to what you mentioned before, but first you mentioned what is good vibes to me, or how would I describe it?
Yes.
Well, immediately I'm thinking about energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a type of energy that makes you feel energized.
Gotcha.
You know, like there's an upliftment feeling with that energy, and it produces the feeling of happiness and joy and appreciation. So what was the second question? How do I spread my good vibes?
Yeah, like what would you recommend, or what would you say is your technique to spread the good vibes?
Expressing compliments, that's kind of my moves when it comes to initiating good vibes.
Gotcha.
Let's just say I recognize somebody. They've been doing their thing. Let's just say on social media, I'm just seeing them get creative, or I'm just seeing them like be brave and showing up every day. Acknowledgement is the way that I like to spread my good vibes. Like, I see you.
Right? Having space for someone.
Yes, having space for someone. No, and sharing acknowledgement, like sharing a compliment about how they're doing. Like, I see you.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Okay, let me repeat it one more time. I'm on social media. I see a particular individual really being consistent and like sharing about their business. They're doing the work. They're showing up consistently. My way of spreading good vibes is like, for an example, DMing them is like, hey, I see you. I just want to say that you've been doing such an amazing job. I've been seeing you on social media.
Oh, yeah, it's encouragement.
Great job. Yeah, encouragement. Oh, there you go. Encouragement. And acknowledgement. Encouragement, acknowledgement. Yeah, that's the ways that I like to spread my good vibes. And of course, I mean, the next level to that is like being a safe space for them.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is why I do what I do. Because like my good vibes is like coaching, providing a safe space and really supporting an individual to, figure it out, process their pains, and coming out of it feeling great about themselves. But yeah, I would say that encouragement is the main acknowledgement, encouragement, and safe space. That's how I like to spread my good vibes.
Gotcha. Would you say it's natural for you, or is it and before we get to that, Alvita mentioned, let me know if the whisper go through. I don't know how to check.
Yes.
But I believe
they're talking about, I think, my account.
Yeah. So you just sent it, right? At Quinn for the win.
Yes. I have my phone on me right now. It's having some difficulties. I will definitely check, Alvita.
Cool.
Yes.
And
if anything, I'll whisper you, right? There we go. We're already connected on Twitch. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I was just mentioning, is it natural for you to be that way? Or did you have to work at it?
Naturally, I've always had compassion, which allows me to act in that way. And since I started the journey, I've definitely been able to grow more space, to be even more of a safer person. Yeah, and like really amp up my compassion into expressing and acknowledging someone. Does that make sense? In a way, natural, yes.
So yes, naturally,
yes.
And then just
being able to be more of that, like basically,
Gotcha.
Like it developed into like having more space for people.
So what about when you're not feeling great?
Yeah.
When your energy or your vibes is low. How would you say are you able to still, share the good vibes, or do you isolate? Do you get away from people? Do you give people the, what do they call it?
Are you talking about me now?
RBF.
Me now or me before? Now, me now. No.
Let's go now.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm not feeling good, I usually isolate. Yeah, there's levels of not feeling good. Like if I'm fucking like really fucking bottom, then I'll usually reach out for support. But if it's a certain pain where I've been there before and I've dealt with it before, then I isolate and I take care of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like I know when I need to reach out for support, but overall I do isolate too. But that's because I know how to process.
Yes.
I'll figure it out myself.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So would you say that's when people get into their funks, or would you say you got into a funk and you need to process?
Yeah. Like, I just notice that I'm triggered, or like something's really heavy, and I just feel like I need to like be with my feelings, be with my emotions, let myself express in my own safe space. Because I'm just aware that people can only have so much space for me,
Yes.
And when I feel something is very intense, it's a lot of emotions, okay? And I know that I am the number one person to be there for myself when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Let's see.
Okay, let's answer something.
Were the vibes low? Somehow helping others? Definitely.
For sure. I've heard of that too. Yeah. It can bring your moods. It can transfer your moods into good vibes because you're helping someone, and that's good vibes, right?
Absolutely.
And then you see their gratitude, that you see their appreciation. You're like, wow, I just did something good today for someone, and then it lifts up your mood. Absolutely. They always say, hey, you the best, always have the answers, which get me up to vibe. Yeah.
Can I share why I believe that is true?
Of course.
I believe that when our vibes are low or when we don't feel good, it's perhaps because we are focusing on ourselves. And when we focus on ourselves, we suffer. Our mind says, pour this, because this should be happening. Maybe that should be happening.
Yeah.
I'm here in this position. Somebody did me. And normally, I'm just saying, we suffer because it's about us. And when we focus on not us, but on someone else and lending a hand, right? There goes those good vibes. It helps us to realize that, yes, we are important, but. And.
Yeah.
Someone out there is hurting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Someone out there is hurting as well. And when you're able to lend a hand to someone else who's hurting, it makes us feel hella good. Because we operate at our higher conscience. It's one of my favorite terms, or two terms, higher conscience.
Mm-hmm.
And we know when we're there. Because when we help, when we lend a hand, we're operating in that space.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, yeah, and there's just so much to that. Alvita, you mentioned chick flicks earlier. LOL, chick flicks, rom-com. Love Actually, my favorite. Don't Tell Nobody.
Oh,
my
love
holiday day Christmas movie. It's such a feel-good movie.
Yes,
Seriously.
it is.
Ain't no shame that in that. We're human. See, we all deep down inside love. Or we desire love.
Absolutely.
We desire that good feeling. And so sometimes you can get that through movies, and that makes us feel good.
Right.
All warm inside.
Just like in the beginning of the movie, in the scene where it's showing the airport and everybody's embracing and hugging.
Yes.
And it goes, love, if you look, is actually everywhere. Gets me every time.
Yeah.
Gets me every time. Love that man. And then who it was?
I remember I asked.
All we need is love. All we need is love.
Oh yeah, that's one of his faves. So he's the king of rom-com.
No.
Oh come on, don't be shy about it now. Okay.
Cheers to you, Alvita. Cheers to you, Lolo. Cheers to you, Quick.
Cheers to anyone who's watching. A moment of silence to feel.
Yeah, soak it in. Soak it in.
See, I feel just very mellow up here. Alvita, do you have any other rom-coms that you like? He has a list.
Have you ever seen The Adjustment Bureau?
Oh yeah, that one's a good one.
Matt Damon.
Yes.
You know?
And the what's that one movie? Not Love Actually. Me Before You.
Oh yeah, Me Before
That one's
You.
a good one too. What else stands out? I mean, oh my god, like when I was like younger, my used to be favorite was like 50 First Dates.
Oh yeah.
Like those chimes. Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
That's definitely top 10.
Yeah,
Top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler, Drew
What
Barrymore.
else? 50 First Dates. Adam and Barry. I know, and they were in The Wedding Singer. That's so cool to see, kind of like pairs and like the actors, like because that chemistry, you know, and they're just probably really good friends or something. But yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yes, there's
50
that
First
one.
Dates stands out.
In Time.
Yeah. Yes, I thought of that too. I just forgot the title.
With Rachel McAdams.
But I feel like I need to watch it again to get the impact of it. But I just
it's where he travels in time.
Yeah, it travels in time and like. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what is the other one?
There's so many. You showed me so much.
It's another one where it's.
Wait.
The Traveling something.
Oh, Traveler's Wife or something?
Yeah, the Traveler's Wife.
I forgot about that one.
It's with I believe it's with Gerard Butler.
Oh, I need to rewatch that. I don't even remember what it's about.
Super good.
Oh, what about? I got one. Hold on. And when I rewatched it again, I was just like, what? Oh my god! Don't tell me. Just keep on talking about other movies.
Notting Hill.
Oh yeah,
Julia Roberts.
You always recall that scene.
Yeah.
I'm just. What was it? Can you remember?
With Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, where it's at the end of the movie, and you know, I'll give you a little background. Julia Roberts, superstar in the movie, superstar actress, and Hugh Grant is just how would I say? He's a regular bloke in Notting Hill that owns a bookstore, and she did him wrong. And at the end of the movie, she goes to him, right? Mm-hmm. She goes into his little bookstore where they first met.
Totally recall the scene.
Yeah. Because when they first met, he didn't even know who she was. It was one of his employees that pointed it out. And that's how the whole scene early in the movie started. But he was done with her. And then it's famous words or lines that just stick out in my head. He goes, Julia Roberts is like, I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her. I'm like, damn. Say it, Julia.
You say it. You stand up for love. Your love. Yeah, you ask for that love.
Oh man, that was a good one.
I got the movie title now.
What is it?
Lake House.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. And they were speed together also.
See, those are good vibes. You know, like, would you agree that sometimes when you don't have the good vibes, you can be open to good vibes? You know, seeing things or experiencing things that make your heart feel good, make it flutter, make it right? Yeah. We all know that life isn't perfect, but it could be your movie, right? And we have the choice and we have the power to allow good vibes and negative vibes to come in. And perhaps what we need to do is have a great filter. Yeah. You know, so that we can filter out the BS when it comes. Like, it's like flies. And it gets stuck on that fly thing. Like, bitch, yeah. Not coming into my zone, into my space.
10 Things I Hate About You movie. That is a 90s
Yes.
freaking classic. I watched that movie so many times.
Heath Ledger.
So many times.
Heath Ledger. Who was the woman lead on that? Julia Stiles.
Yes.
Man. Oh, bro, I'm remembering these names.
I know. Yeah. Rest in peace, Heath Ledger. You were so good in Don't Tell Me. Dark Knight.
Yes.
Yes. Wait, Dark Knight, right? Wait, yes.
Yes. Dark Knight.
I saw that movie when it was just out. I saw it at midnight, and I was like sitting in the front row because there was no more seats. I was like, "Fuck, how am I going to enjoy this movie?" But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was hella good. It was hella packed.
It was hella
packed.
That
movie and Dark Knight Returns. Man, it's because
I went to the wow, that was good.
I went to the 2:30 a.m. showing for the second one, for the third one, the trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right, Avita. Got that Kava memory. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say Kava, something else. Kava Mamba. I don't know. Yeah, so many good movies, and yeah, and you know, there was a time period where I did not see movies at all, and like bringing movies back into my life, like it just, I love when people can convey a message so creatively through scenarios, through characters, through just the storyline. You know.
Yeah. Those good vibes, man.
What's another 90s? Like 10 Things I Hate About You. I feel like there's something in that era.
Oh, there's the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Wait. Oh, she's wait.
There's the
she's
one
all that.
No.
Wait, no.
That is one of them. She's all that is one of them.
Wait, no, that wasn't her.
But it's not her.
Yeah.
It's not
that
her.
was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes. And I'm blanking on her.
Whoa. Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't think I watched that one, but maybe it didn't like get me as much. But it was
It's like always something.
Really?
Let me see.
You're gonna cheat.
Gotta.
Hold on, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Because
I feel like there's this. I see the guy, right, and he finally gets to talk to her at the end of the movie or something. Is this white dude, right? Not that popular in high school, but he finally gets to tell her how he feels or something. He kind of gets embarrassed at the end, and they read his love note out loud. Something! Oh my god!
Always About You?
Yeah!
That might be the one.
Okay, fine, look it up.
There's the other.
But right, they're in high school. He is trying to get with her.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna pop up. Hold on. Nope, none of those. Keep on going. A Party of Five. Oh wow, yeah. I remember reading those books in. Hold on.
Why is it?
Maybe you missed it. Maybe you passed it. Heartbreaker. Oh yeah, I kind of remember that movie. She's not in that much of it.
Yeah, why is it so?
It's like maybe she's not the main star in this movie.
It's a high school movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a high school movie.
It's almost there.
Until you know it.
Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh yes.
There it goes.
Oh my gosh.
Can't Hardly Wait.
I would have never got that. That wasn't a really movie that I watched over and over again. I just remember seeing it.
I've seen it many times.
Yeah.
You know what movie really got me, and it's always at the top of my top 3 list.
What era is it in?
It's that
90s?
It's that era.
Is that era?
It's that era. Because it was with Freddie Prinze Jr. was with the male lead in, I think it was Boys and Girls.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch it?
No.
It was like centered in Berkeley.
No.
So she was in Meet Joe Black.
Okay. Michelle something, right? Isn't her name Michelle something?
You ever seen Meet Joe Black?
Oh yes, that's another one.
No, see, you don't really see that movie hit me.
No, that movie was really good.
That movie.
No, that was when I rewatched this. Yeah, She's All That. Yes, we did mention that before, but no, that's not the movie that we're talking about.
Yeah, and Boys and Girls. See?
Oh, I never
Boys
watched that one.
It's with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, really good, huh?
There it goes. I remember the girl, the woman lead, and She's All That.
Yeah, what's her name?
Rachel Lee Cook.
Oh, yes.
Got a memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo, 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 boo.
Except for Can't Hardly Wait. You know?
You know what? See, you can get 9 right out of 10, and people will focus on the one negative.
We're here to poke. You poke at me, I poke at you. Breakfast Club. You think they should remake it? I feel like I watched most of it.
See,
I don't think I watched it until later.
Is that the old movie?
It's the old movie where they get detention. And it's like all these kids that do not get along. They're so different from each other, but then they end up being friends.
Is it Emilio Estevez?
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
Is he the lead actor in that one?
Elvia says yep. Oh, maybe he's saying yep to my description, but maybe you can give another yep if he's correct on the actor.
Is that the movie where they I seen it on
there's like a grungy guy and
the Transformer movie with Bumblebee, and the person does this.
Oh yeah.
With the goal on the football field with the goalposts in the background.
Yeah.
Is that the movie?
I believe so. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah.
Never seen it. Never seen it. I gotta put that on.
I never really seen it, but I've seen part of it. Yeah, never seen the whole thing. So many movies. Oh my gosh, we're just talking about movies here.
Yeah. So
I feel like there's more rom-coms. Yeah.
So why did Lake House hit you, or why does Lake House stick out for you? And for you, Alvita, you don't have to answer. Why does Love Actually touch the heart?
I seen it in passing. Yeah. Well, Lake House, I feel like I got to rewatch that not too long ago, so that's why it's lingering with me. And okay, remember that last time you're like, you just spoiled it, Quinn. I was like, fuck! I can't talk about it without spoiling it. But basically, okay, I'm not gonna be specific. There's just a part. Just
go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and.
There's just a part where it's like the universe brought them together again. That's all I'll say. It has to do with the end.
Yes.
Right?
It's a great ending.
Because what are the chances of that happening so that happens so that can happen, right?
Yeah.
And it's, she almost went this completely other direction, but love has a way. So there you go.
Yeah.
You can see how the way
it sets us up. It sets us up, to want it to be perfect or it should just be this way.
Yeah. And just how it works out.
Yeah.
And I know in the real life, sometimes it feels like it doesn't. But then sometimes it does when you learn something from it. And then something does magical happen, Alvita, Love Actually reminds me of the movie Crash. Oh, I like how everyone's story came together. Crash is good too.
Yes, it is.
Yes. That's how you hook me in a movie. Yes. I love that as well. Because it's like, everything is connected to one another.
Yes.
Yeah, Crash.
It was cute that the what was it?
The kid?
No,
Are you talking about Crash?
The secretary. For Hugh Grant.
Oh, yes.
And everybody is just like, nobody's a master at love. Everybody just messes up.
Yeah. They stumble their words. They all of a sudden they have self-doubt and they don't know what to do anymore. It just throws you. You're just somewhere else. Yeah.
Exactly.
You could be hella logic, but all of a sudden you're irrational.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe that's perhaps how love should be.
Yes and no. You can get us in a lot of trouble.
Absolutely.
Because I lived that already. It's horrible. It's good in the beginning, and then at the end, it's just like, okay, wait a minute, this is a nightmare now.
Yes.
Where am I? Why am I here right now? This is not my ideal. I have to really fight for my ideal.
Yes, you do.
And believe that there's something better than what I was experiencing.
Gotcha.
Valentine's Day, yes, I've seen all of those types of movies. Right? Aren't they by the same director or Nancy Myers?
Yeah, I don't know the name, but there's Valentine. That's the one with Ashton Kutcher, right?
Yes, and then there's New Year's Day.
That was good.
And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Love Actually, right? They're all they're kind of like similar.
Yeah, they all have the
the
stories and whatnot.
Yeah, different stories. I feel like there's another one, but yes.
What was the one with Justin Timberlake and
Friends with Benefits?
Friends with Bennies.
Yes, that one was cool too. That was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
I liked him better in the time thing.
In Time.
I liked him better in that one. That was a little bit more drama.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. Good vibes. The good vibes. See, and all of it, you get them. You feel the good vibes. You feel the good feelings. You know.
Yes.
Oh, Alpha Dog. I don't believe I've seen it, but I do not remember it.
Yes, it had to do with drugs, right?
I believe so.
And Justin Timberlake was in there.
Yes.
Yep, he was in there. Yep. I feel like that was his first movie where people were like, oh, Justin Timberlake's in there?
Yeah, like it was completely different.
And then you saw him in a couple other movies and then in Facebook.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was. And
Social Network. That was a really good one.
And sad. Good and sad.
Really? What was sad about it?
I just don't like the part where the friendship ended. You know, they were just good friends.
Yeah, but when
it's one of those gut-wrenching heart things, like just nasty.
Yeah, would you
yeah, he was good in there.
Would you spread the good vibes and give somebody the bad vibes for $1 billion?
See, that's that's where you got to what is more important, you know?
Yeah.
But even thinking about it hurts my heart.
See, that's how you know perhaps you have the good vibes, Cliff.
Like I feel for the friend so much, like when he was just like, oh fuck, you know, like, I felt that. Anybody would feel that, like being screwed over by your best friend over motherfucking money, and not including in the successes that everything that they built up. You know, we all know what it feels like to be backstabbed.
I don't.
I
haven't experienced.
They
it
didn't have Kava to talk it
I'm
out.
telling you, you know,
they have Kava. They didn't have Kava to talk it out.
Yeah, they don't. You know?
Just a Kava-sation.
They don't.
Oh my gosh, look at you doing your second shot.
Yes.
I gotta wake up extra early tomorrow, so not doing that. Movies, great topics, scenes that stand out to us, like really lovey-dovey, warm sensation feelings from these movies.
You want to know what the pineapple has to say about the what the good vibes are? The good vibes.
Yes, and then how do you spread it? Yeah.
It's really, really like when I think about good vibes, I believe it's tough. It's challenging to be able to be the good vibes and to be able to share it
consistently.
Yeah, consistently. And the reason why is I believe. The good vibes come from just being authentic, just being ourselves, being the great motherfucking person that we know we are, but then we make decisions that pull us away from this great person. And then when we turn around and we look for ourselves, we're like, where are we? And that's why it's hard to be the good vibes, because we forget how to just be ourselves. Or maybe we believe that people will not like who we are. That's completely, I believe that's completely false. Completely false, you know?
Yeah.
But when we make decisions and we put other people in front of us all the time, right? When we put money in front of us all the time, I can see why it could be very challenging. So.
Okay. So good vibes to you is what?
Being
authentic.
Being yourself. Like, for example, when I'm flowing through my day, people who stick out are people who exude good ass energy. People who are able to look at you and really engage and see your eyes. People who actually ask different questions, right? Instead of saying, hey, how's your day? They could be like, hey, has there been a highlight? People are like, huh?
You want to know about my highlight?
Exactly.
You want to step into my world for a second?
Exactly. Cheers to you, Alvita. Second serving.
Cheers to empty cup. Woo! Woo! Look at you go. Alvita, we need you to get an anime drawer. The way you explain it is like a TED Talk. What's an anime drawer? Oh, an anime. Okay, someone that got it. Draw anime. The way you explain it is like a TED Talk. Yeah. Totally. I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many creative ways to express what you're saying. Yeah, you can make an animation describing what you're saying. Absolutely.
Right? What would your anime look like, Quinn?
I'm not sure, actually.
I'll give you mine.
Pineapples and shit?
No. It looked like Naruto!
Oh, okay.
You know the show Naruto, Alvita. I don't know if you do, but it's one of the most popular animes out there. I seen the original one, and then I seen Shippuden, and I haven't seen any of the other ones. Like I didn't even finish all the episodes because I read all the mangas before they made all the episodes.
So cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's who I look like.
I feel super inner child energy there.
Absolutely.
How you said Naruto?
That's one of the ways to keep the good vibes.
Yes.
It's not letting people tell this person on the inside to grow up. Grow up. What? But growing up, all these motherfuckers don't look happy. Why would I grow up to be hella mad? Why would I grow up to be hella angry? Why would I grow up to feel like
I'm stressed all the time?
Stressed all the time. Why?
Well, see, when you say growing up, I feel there's two sides of that. There's like, yeah, growing up in that sense, like being serious, like, and following what everyone else is doing. And then there's maturing or just growing.
Growing. See, I like that.
Not growing up, but growing.
See?
You don't need to be up anywhere like up these people, but when you grow,
you glow. Okay, when you grow, you glow.
And you get to keep your inner child with you.
Absolutely.
And you know what? In the world of growing and healing and stuff like that, your inner child has a lot to do with everything.
Absolutely.
In your life. So when you grow, you actually bring along your inner child with you.
Exactly.
You don't forget about your inner child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was a little tyke, when I was a little pineapple, right? I was hella dark. Hella dark. It's like when I got taller, it stretched me out and I got lighter. But I remember as a kid, I used to have this military flat top.
Wow, would love to see a picture of that, please.
You know, and I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, that was the style back then in the day.
Cool.
Was that the style back then?
I believe so.
It was.
I was just like, yeah, man, I want to get a flat top. It was $6 at the haircut place.
Oh.
$6.
Was that a lot back then? $6. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$6 was how much? Because that was two, what was that? That was 2 supersized meals at Mickey Donald's.
Y'all downloading the videos from Twitch. We are not.
What's that? I have no clue. What was that?
I guess you could download videos from Twitch. Are you talking about like our past lives? We can download the videos?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even do this.
Are you referring?
Quinn, she puts all this.
Are you referring to, so then, they delete? After what amount of days? Because maybe on the Twitch it deletes, but in our archive, because we're using StreamYard right now, it's all saved.
Gotcha.
Oh. Do they delete right after? No, but they stay up.
I believe it's 14 days.
Really?
If you have it on Twitch.
You set yours to 14.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Okay, well, we should look at settings and make sure.
But it saves to the YouTube. It saves to the...
Yes. Oh, yeah, on Facebook.
The book face.
Correct. Yes, but Twitch, got it. Good to know. Thank you for letting us know, Alvita. We are Twitch newbies, for sure.
Well, sort of. I knew it was 14.
Oh, okay.
Because when we were doing the spin classes. Which will more than likely start back up next week.
Oh.
And it's going to be every day.
Oh.
There's no longer going to be the... What is it?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right? That's what it was?
Human E from the SAC. Mm-hmm. She got a lot of stuff going on. Appreciate the info. Appreciate the info.
Thank you so much. Alvita. So lastly, how do you spread the good vibes? I mean, you kind of mentioned it already, but just to kind of finish the topic, you mentioned what good vibes are to you, being authentic. And then how do you spread your good vibes?
Well, it's like Alvita mentioned earlier, just being able, if you're able to, right? Here's the thing. It feels like we feel guilty when we're not able to help out. But being aware and knowing that you're not able to without overextending.
Yes.
Because when we overextend ourselves, it's like, yeah, I did it. But you're like, damn, it's going to take a little bit to replace that. Right? It's just lending a helping hand. In any way you can.
Yeah, and if you can't, it's just because you're honoring your health. Right? Yeah.
Oh, appreciate that, Alvita.
Thank you so much. The authentic vibes.
Man.
Okay, I'll question real quick. Yes, ask your question. And then, yes, we're ending the live soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, go ahead. Kava memory. Kava-sation. Kava, you said so many clever things.
Yes.
Kava.
Kava-saurus.
Kava.
Kava-habit. I just came up with one. Woo-hoo! Kava-habit. Oh, I got to write that one down. Kava-habit.
Kava-see it? No.
Oh, you know what?
Kava-see it?
Kava-habit.
I'm going to a kava bar with my sis. What should I ask for in the drink? You can have a mixed drink or you can do their shot, which is usually really strong. It fucked me up drinking one of it. I was like, fuck. Because they give you the concentrated to get a food experience. Oh, and to get a good experience. Do baby steps, because if you just go for the shot, what if it's too much? Y'all are going to have a miserable time.
Maybe start with the mixed drink.
Yeah, start with the mixed drink.
Yeah.
See how it feels.
Exactly.
Just know the shot that they provide there is in that big coconut shell, and you do the... It's a lot.
Yeah. And Alvita, you're in Chi-Town, right?
Yes. Oh, no. He moved back to Texas. They moved back to Texas.
Oh, they already...
Right? Alvita, you're in Texas now, right? You were in Chicago, but now Texas, right? Yeah. Oh. Thinking about somebody else.
Kava memory.
Not Kava memory.
I believe Alvita mentioned they were in Alaska. Right?
Okay, yes.
And then they moved to Chicago. Or moved to Texas, and then they moved back to Chicago. And then from Chicago, they're going to move back to Texas.
Oh, but didn't move back to Texas yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it goes.
So, I do have some memory, but mixed how? So they have mixed drinks just at the any bar. They mix it with juice. They mix it with they even make hot drinks.
Do they have like daiquiris and stuff?
I believe so.
With slushies. Do they have that?
Maybe, but they mix it how any other bar mixes alcohol.
I'll give you an example.
So you'll see mixed drinks. You can have they might name it sunset something, right? They might name it coconut this. Yeah. I just moved back to Chicago a couple months ago. I wanted to move back to Texas later. Got it. I just got it.
Like I'm looking at a
Yeah, see that peach?
there's Kava bars out in Miami. And
yeah, they have mixed.
Damn, they charge hella much.
Yeah, just know it's gonna be pricey.
Like, I'll give you an example. The guava peach KG. It's our house blended guava, peach, mango tea juice, blend along with premium kava, kratom, and kratom extract.
Okay.
That thing right here on this menu is $15.
Alvita says, so it's like 5% kava in a mixed drink.
It's
pretty light.
I would say it's light. I don't know. But see, with them to mix kava with kratom, it almost sounds like they're cutting it.
I don't know what kratom
to make it lighter. You know?
Or I don't know. Or get a certain kind of benefit feeling from mixing those two together. Because kratom is another root. Is that another root? What is kratom?
Yes.
Okay, it's another root.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a mixture of roots. Or how much I should expect. Yeah, like 5%, 5%, 5-10.
5% what?
The effects of kava when in a mixed drink. 5. I don't think you ever had a mixed drink.
No, I never did.
I have. You just get the numbing feeling, you know? Yeah, the taste is interesting. Oh, get a good shot and mix it ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you going to mix it? You're going to bring your own stuff?
I would. I'd bring my own pineapple juice. You know, one of the Dole cans, right? The little mini ones.
Yeah.
I'd bring it right in my pocket, right there, and mix it.
It's up to you, but just take it easy.
Hey, could I get a cup of ice?
That's all I got to say, because I remember my sister went for the first time. She did the same thing I did. You know, they were all like, yeah, get the shot. Oh, fuck. They got fucked up. It was too much. So
what was the shot? Was it like
you know, the regular shot that they always get in the coconut shell?
That's not a shot.
But the bowl, like the shot.
Oh,
yeah,
a coconut shell.
A coconut shell. Yeah,
a shot is like this.
Okay, no. Okay, got
See?
it. A coconut
a shot is
shot.
what we're taking.
Yeah, the coconut. Yeah, the coconut. Like shell. You'll see it. It's like, you know, you'll see it. It's very obvious on the menu.
The pineapple way is new. See, it's basically it's a very concentrated way to get the kava in without drinking hella water. Because when you look at it, it looks like mud water. And when you drink it, it tastes like mud water. I had a cycling buddy of mine experience it yesterday for the first time. He's in his 50s. And I asked him about the taste. He goes, man, I couldn't even taste it. And I was like, yes. His mouth went numb and he couldn't taste it. So
I'll let y'all know when she gets back in town. I'll let you know. Yeah, y'all think of something. Let me know. Hopefully this Tuesday we go. Nice.
Cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
And if you ever want your free sample, we'll send it out to you.
Yep.
We'll send it out to you.
Yes.
And with that said, that's the quick for the
thanks for joining us.
I'm the Pineapple.
See you tomorrow.
Keep spreading your love. Keep spreading your good vibes. And keep spreading that wonderful smile you have, Alvita.
And I'll check the whisper.
Peace to you, Lolo.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Stay magical.
Bye. Thanks for checking us out.